to the video. We didn't live trade today, so we're just going to do a trade recap. We're going to start with our journal, and then we'll show you the chart. So today we actually took all-time highs. We said we'd likely rebalance this leg. I don't see any higher time frame conditions on the hourly or at 4 hour. So we took all-time highs. This was equal highs. Got this leg. I would not class this as the low. This is low. This is low. They're just very minor candles. This is your leg that came to all-time highs. So we'll likely retrace this if there's an opportunity for shorts to retrace this leg or longs out. And I'll show you what happened. So that same leg that we were showing very much got retraced into, and then we found a position out. But I'll show you that. I mean, this ended up not coming to the highs, but yeah. So we've already gone through the 4 hour and the hourly. There's literally no conditions. There's no gaps at all. Purely just retracement, expected retracement. So yeah, market open. Also, we had 8:30 news and 10. So we opened up. We didn't leave any 15-minute gaps to retrace into here. I believe we did open up five, so we had this 5 minute gap here, 5 minute gap. Yeah, we made a market open. So what we did was we opened up, came to OT, not OT, but equilibrium of this leg here, and then we ended up reacting off of it. We was first looking for shorts out of this 5 minute gap to continue lower. Now, what I put in my journal, talked about the gaps here. We did print 5 minute gaps going lower and was patient to watch price if we wanted to continue shorter. However, our trigger did not present and we ended up going long. It's proof that our new entry system is way more advanced, avoids unnecessary losses by filtering out the trades, not just pattern trading. So this would have been, I'll just show you in the chart, we've got a 5 minute gap, we displace with nice movement out. That would have been an old entry that we would have taken when we first was learning this entry model. Now that doesn't happen because what we're waiting for is respect of this condition, retrace and then displace out. So what we wanted to see is this, retrace and then displace out. That would have been our entry, whatever. Now you can see this doesn't ever happen because we aren't going to go short, and this doesn't ever provide a fake entry because as you can see here, we displace, we never retrace, we just fully reject it. Then we try again, we displace, we kind of retrace, and then we just blow absolutely through it. So that's twice that we've tried to even respect this gap and just blown straight through it. So on this third time, I mean, we took 930 high here. I was convinced we was going higher still, which we did. What is this level here? What's this 883 level? I believe that's all time. Yeah, it's all time. Yeah. So we actually re-tapped into that all-time level and rejected straight off. But the fact that our trigger did not present in this 5 minute condition was proof that we were not going short. So technically after, I mean, not really after the first because we didn't really come that deep in. But when we came to 50% of this gap, displaced out and then displaced higher, that was a big sign for me saying we are not respecting this. We are going higher. So when we displaced out and then retraced, I don't know if this was OT of the leg, but we came into this gap. Yeah, it wasn't OTA, but we came into this gap and displaced out. For me, where did we enter there? that was enough for me. So as soon as that candle closed, we entered, bang. Um, Honestly, just targeted a 1-to-1, but it lined up with that 5 minute gap higher here, and then we retraced again, displaced out, and kept going higher. So maybe you could have taken this as well, put the stop there, and then just targeted another 1-to-1. Easy pickings. But yeah, I like our new entry system because it fills out trades that are not going to present. Because if we're looking at this 5 minute gap, we've come into OTE of the gap. We've displaced really strong out. However, we don't get a retrace and displace out. So that is not an entry. Now, maybe here we can actually look and see if our entry trigger presents. Ideally, it's out of a gap, but it doesn't look like we even have a gap. So it'd probably just be structure based. I mean, here we're rejecting all-time highs, and technically this 15 minute gap too. But I'd rather a fresh one, if I'm being honest. I don't just want to cherry pick. So mark up both. 5 minute gap doesn't get tapped. This 15 does. And yeah, we'll just run that. So we'll first use this. We come up. So we respect the condition. We displace out. Do we retrace and then displace? No, we retrace and take out the high. So that is not an entry here. You would have got stopped out. We then reject all-time highs and still respect this condition. We come down. We don't really retrace. Like here, I would not call this a retracement because we've got unfilled gaps here. And it's a 15 minute condition kind of that we're working with. I mean, you could have taken this. Your stop would have been had to have been all the way up here. It still would have played, just not as clean. Yeah, it still would have worked. Technically, respect to retrace displace, but not as great. Honestly, this PA is low-key washed because we're just wicking, but we'll see. So respect the condition, retrace. We don't really get strong displacement out. Technically, that could be good. Stop still at that high. And then, I mean, you could have targeted this low, 3R, just taking a 1R. Easy pickings. Yeah, honestly, there's a lot of chop. Ideally, you want it clean retrace and displace out. But there was still an entry there. That was a decent candle. These candles you wouldn't really want to see. That's low volume, that's rejecting. This is like more of a candle you want to see. And then we've got this 15 minute gap, which can we refine? We'll just refine this 5. So we come into this 5 minute gap, displace out, do we retrace and then displace? So what I mean is, do we come up into it, reject it, come up, displace again? That's what we want to see. And you can simply just put the line chart on. No, we don't. We just eat it back up. So then come up, displace, retrace this leg, low key, maybe there, but it's not great PA if I'm being completely honest. And also, I don't even trade past 11, so this wouldn't have been a setup. Um, and same for a 1-to-1. I mean, it would have worked, but it's kind of not great. It's just chop because we don't trade past 11. But this setup was good, and then maybe this setup as well was okay. Um, you could have then also maybe taken like that, stop at the high, because we respected this condition. Just another retracement, displace out, target a 1-to-1. So yeah, that's it within our time limit. But yeah, this trade wouldn't have taken. past 11. Normally what we like to do is we like to open up, let's say we're bearish. Let me just chop. Normally we like to open up, manipulate, retrace, do what it needs to do. Then about 11, then start slowing down. So you want to be getting in around here or here. You don't really want to be getting out when it's starting to fizzle out. Hence why the rule is we don't trade past 11. But yeah, I mean, there were some good setups. Honestly, price isn't great. Like when you trade all-time highs, it's not great. Like look at this, absolute mess. 400-point range. Hopefully it will get better. Hopefully we start displacing away from all-time highs, or just putting in some conditions. Like in this whole leg, we had no hourly gaps print at all. Same with the 4 hour, no 4 hour gaps. Same with the 15 minute. We had a couple gaps, but nothing crazy. Um, yeah, we'd like to see some hourly gaps form, 4 hour gaps form. Right now, the reason we're not forming it is because we're stuck in a range around all-time highs. But yeah. So we've got no news tomorrow, which low-key should not be great for the chop. And then we've got orange the rest of the week. So yeah, it's not a great week to trade. Um, Next week we've got no news and then average news. So next week should definitely be better for sure. But yeah, this has not been a great 2 days. As expected though, that's why we take on the demo. Like yes, I could have taken these longs on the eval, but we're so choppy, so accumulating. Like it's just not the highest probability conditions. Um, there's not really much to target. Obviously, we took the 1-to-1 and we took the trade to a 5 minute gap, but like we're not really targeting anything crazy. Like the major high that we would have targeted would have been here. Doesn't even get taken. Does it get taken at ES? No. Like, yeah, you could have taken the 1-to-1, which we did on paper, but it's just not what you need to be trading on evals. If you know it's going to be poor, let it be poor and avoid the unnecessary loss. So good that we can kind of, see a bit better price action, but we just need gaps to open up higher time frame. So tomorrow's bad. We'll probably live stream tomorrow if we can. But if tomorrow's bad, then we'll just do a back testing video instead. But yeah, hopefully you guys, I'd say learn something, but there's nothing really to learn on a PA day like this. The only thing that I can take from this is that the new entry model is way more advanced. It and not avoids all the unnecessary pattern trades. Um, and yeah, we're just journaling every day, making content and getting better. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.